are programmed to compete with each other and to try to one up or be better or less than. That is a marketing tactic. Sales 101, make people feel deficient in some way so they will buy your product. Okay, what do I want my financial future to look like in retirement, and can I retire early? Former trauma therapist, single mom, divorcee, yada, yada, yada. If you don't like any of those things, you should probably keep going. But this video is about financial freedom, financial abundance, and some of the things I probably wouldn't do again as a minimalist, as someone who's very frugal, as someone who's kind of been on and off the minimalism train since about 2008. In 2008, I read the book Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez. It is linked in my shop. You don't have to I recommend going to the library and looking it up. I'm not even going to link it in the video. It's a great book. It changed my life. It changed my thoughts around money and financial independence, retiring early, and just financial literacy in general. I was not taught any of that information in high school or college, and definitely not from my family. I did technically semi-retire early 3.5 years ago when we moved here, but we also separated, got divorced, and that has put a little bit of a wedge into my financial future, as it does. But at the same time, I'm still technically semi-retired early. We'll see how it goes. I have a fourplex in Florida. It's an Airbnb. I have been renovating it for the past 6 months, so it has been bringing me zero income, but my ex-husband is buying me out of our business, so that has been providing income in the interim. Sorry, I just burped right there. That was weird. Excuse me. Turo for the last year here, and though it did make me money, it is very intensive. A lot of work, customer service wise, driving all over the island, picking up cars, tow trucks, etc., etc. I would definitely do that differently. That leads to another point that I would not do again, which is buying a car from a dealership. I had some YOLO moments, and there are things I would pay for again. Trips. I went on 2 international trips in Portugal, and I would absolutely do those things again. I do believe in having abundance when it comes to experiences. I would pay for an experience any day that I think is because somebody else is going to view me differently or better. I really want to get out of the marketing mindset of comparison, because that's what it is. We pray to that. I think getting divorced, although on the outside I looked very confident, I think it rocked my world, and I made a lot of financial decisions that I wouldn't do again. Car, probably a Prius or a Corolla or a Camry or something like that, that is anywhere in the $5,000 to $10,000 range. It's starting to rain here a lot. It's been very rainy for the last couple of days. I can't want to go outside. I want to go outside. Renovating the fourplex especially, and the cars especially, have taught me the value of a dollar again. And I think this economy, we all know what that feels like. And low buy / no buy. I'm doing low buy because I did buy a really nice pair of jeans. I did want something high quality that was going to last years and years, years and years. Anyway, I was not sitting with myself long enough to understand sort of what it was that I really wanted from life. And when I got back into the minimalism videos out of necessity, because that fourplex renovation basically like ate my lunch, I got deep into credit card debt, which I do not recommend ever getting a credit card if you can avoid it. After the divorce, I had no access to my funds. That's another story, with a loan from a friend and like $50,000-$60,000 in credit card debt. I still had money coming in from the buyout of the business, and I still had money coming in from my Turo rentals. But man, it was a crazy period of time. I actually told people who are like, hey, I really want to like live abundantly and just like go do all this stuff. And she was like, no, you need to get in alignment. The money will come, and then go do that. Fourplex is my retirement. Not only did we buy it in 2016 and now it's in my name and I'm renovating it for Airbnb, but it should be able to provide me with a livable income for the rest of my time here on this planet. Listening to slow living and frugal tips and minimalist mindset, and rereading some of the stuff that I had learned back in 2008, and listening to Mr. Money Mustache again, I started to remember what was really important. And I started to understand that shopping had been prescribed to me as my only hobby. I mean, I would scroll Amazon or TikTok shop or anything else to try to fix what was going on within me, which was this security addiction, this idea that if only I have this or that house or this person or this car, then I'm going to be okay. And the truth is that even Toyotas break. Even the coolest, most well-constructed house has to be repaired at times. Shit happens. So this minimalist decided, I'm just gonna stop everything. I'm gonna stop buying. I took Amazon off my phone. It's on my computer. I do still have Prime. I do still use it for like protein powder, sometimes milk or peanut butter if they're cheaper. If you like frugal tips, if you like learning about how to live a beautiful, slow life and get out of hustle culture, if you wanna stop shopping all the time because it is fruitless or you feel like it's this endless pit, then you're in the right place. And please consider liking and subscribing or following along. I would really appreciate it. And if you can ever just like drop a comment on what you liked most, or maybe mistakes you've made and things you've learned from, or give your best frugal tips in the comment, I would really appreciate it because I'm always constantly growing and learning on these channels. I really think social media can be a force for good. I know when I was going through my divorce, I found so many people on TikTok and YouTube who were just like beautiful internet strangers who lifted me up, and actually people who gave me great advice for renovating my fourplex, things that I ended up using and that got me through that process. When I needed tips on a divorce lawyer and like how to get through that and how to stand your ground, like I found people here. So I love the community online. I love minimalism. I love living within my means. I love my old car. I love having freedom and time freedom. Being frugal and saving and not buying a bunch of crap is way more fun than working for somebody else more to have less time to have stuff, and or making other people who don't even care, like catering to what they might think of me. It's just my opinion. Give me your thoughts. What do you think? Let me know. All right.